It's one of the most iconic landmarks in all of London, Buckingham Palace, a must-see for the more than 3 million Americans who visit the UK every year.
Can we get the bus on the other side?
This group of friends from Florida are on a month-long tour of Europe. As staunch Trump supporters, they admit they were a bit concerned about how they'd be received. But so far, they say there haven't been any major issues.
MAGA lunatics are still traveling around the world, and now they're afraid of being discriminated against. Please make that make sense. These Neanderthals have managed to drag their knuckles across the plane aisle. They flew across the world to Europe. They're still going to Mexico. They're still going to all these places, but now they're afraid of how they're going to be received. They're afraid of discrimination. Like, how is this possible? How is this possible? Seriously. Like sometimes it's like a parody with these people. It makes no effing sense at all. You're out here spreading all the hate in the world, and then you're afraid of the reception you're gonna get. But let's hear from these people with two red flags. First red flag is they're from Florida, and the other red flag is they're MAGA. So, let me just stop. Let's just continue with the video and see what our precious MAGA fans have to say.
Well, kind of in the beginning. You're concerned, but
Actually, I'm more concerned about some people, how they treat us in the United States over it.
yeah, I mean,
What the hell is this woman laughing about? Like, seriously. Because they know how evil they are, what they are doing to the rest of the world, what they are doing. Right now, there's a lot of anti-American sentiment throughout the world. We're going to watch another video of a house being vandalized in Canada right after this. But they know what they are doing is not right. Because why would you be afraid? If you're the guilty are always afraid. Why would you be afraid of bad reception? It's because you know what you're doing is not right. They just don't give a crap. They've hidden their red hats. I don't know. They shoved it up wherever to hide it from the rest of people because they're afraid of the reception that they're gonna get. But let's see. Let's see what they say. Maybe they have some reason. They have some reasoning left in that mushed up brain of theirs.
Other American travelers say they're taking precautions to stay out of the political fray.
I feel like, as long as I just didn't wear a Trump hat or something like that, I wouldn't feel exactly targeted.
Very friendly. We don't talk about politics.
No, we stay away from that.
Yeah.
A recent survey by the European Travel Commission shows just 33% of Americans plan to visit Europe this summer, a 7% drop from last year. Unease over how the U.S. is now perceived cited as a reason for dampening enthusiasm.
So even most Americans now, they're like, okay, we don't know how the rest of the world is going to treat us. We're going to stay back home until things kind of cool down. This is like a self-imposed, I don't know, you elected the worst, the least qualified person you could find in all of America. There are over 300 million Americans. You chose the worst that you could find, and then now the whole world is rebelling because they're wondering what the hell is wrong with these people. Seriously. Before even the current president, before Trump, Americans always had a reputation of being very rude, loud, obnoxious when they go around the world. It's something that is well known. You can easily identify an American. Most of the times they'll be wearing shorts, I don't know, something with the American flag or whatever. They will be quite disrespectful to the servers and things like that. They will be very entitled. That is common stereotypes of American tourists. But now with this new administration, things have come to be worse and worse. But now it's so worse that even many people in America are just saying, F it, I'm not gonna travel this year. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's just continue with this video. Then we go see the house vandalized in Canada because they were hanging an American flag. But let's continue.
The European Union was formed to hurt the United States.
Since re-entering the White House, President Donald Trump has rekindled fears of a collapse in European alliances, has initiated a global trade war and a massive crackdown on immigration. He's also flirted with the idea of annexing the likes of Greenland and Canada.
I'm an Irish woman that lives in the northeast of Scotland.
The policies have prompted some, like this Irish tour guide, to tell Trump supporters to stay away.
If you're a MAGA voter, if you voted Trump, if you wear that red hat symbol of hate, you're not welcome here.
Like she just said it straight, like no hiding it. If you wear the red hat of hate, actually you cannot spell red hat without hate. So if you wear that red hat, just stay the hell away. That's the reception that Americans are getting now. But let's finish the video. We go to the next one.
According to Global Rescue's Traveler Sentiment and Safety Survey, respondents say they're steering clear of China, Mexico, Canada, and France this summer. While concerns about anti-Americanism may keep some at home this summer, experts say it's Trump's economic policies that may be more influential in their decision-making. With mass layoffs of federal workers and fears of a tariff-induced recession, George Washington University professor of tourism, Lisa Delphi-Narati, says it's all about the bottom line.
Americans are concerned whether they're going to lose their job if prices are going to double. And so many are staying low. They're putting money in the bank and have decided not to travel this year or to travel.
Yeah, like that's the truth. Like the situation is getting worse and worse with the tariffs that are on and off. Like it's making the situation quite difficult for most. So already most cannot afford to travel. And those who can afford to travel, they're going to have to face the issue of how Americans are now being perceived by the rest of the world because of this new leadership. But now let's go to the next video and see what happened in Canada.
Anti-American sentiment appears to be building in southern Alberta. Our neighbors to the south are being targeted through graffiti and potentially even vandalism, which has led to an RCMP investigation in High River. As Tyson Fedor reports, the trade war started by President Trump is turning some off the U.S., while Americans here are just hoping to coexist peacefully.
It's been a long sign of Canadian and American friendship, each country's flag flying side by side. But animosity is growing on this side of the border amid a trade war.
I find I'm very patriotic, and I find that flag holds value, both of them.
The Farinellis in High River awoke to U.S. tariffs Tuesday morning in a smashed front window, broken side mirrors to both their vehicles, and the driver's side door handle ripped off of Christine's car.
Sorry, like I just have to laugh sometimes because you see this guy is living in Canada amid a tariff war, trade war, when they're saying they want to take over Canada, make it the 51st state, and then he's still hanging an American flag there, and he's surprised Pikachu face, like, well, why would someone throw a rock through my window? Why did somebody vandalize our cars when we just hang an American flag in Canada? Like, make that make sense. Like, there's no logic there. Like, you cannot see logic. And what's surprising for me even is, when you're in America and you dare put up a flag of another country, Americans will come for you. They'll be like, if you like it so much, leave. Why are you here? If you like your country so much that you are hanging a Mexican flag, leave America. They are so aggressive whenever they see the flag of another country, as long as that country is not, the country in Middle East. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to be cancelled. Though that's the only country that is exempt from hanging their flag. They can hang their flag wherever in America, no problem. But if you try to hang your flag, if you're from any other part of the world, you try to hang your flag, you try to wave your flag anywhere in America, you will get aggressive response of why are you hanging your flag? If you like your country so much, leave, go stay in your country. And this guy has the nerve in Canada during a trade war to hang American flag. That's why he got a rock thrown through his window and his car's vandalized. But let's continue.
Garrett is American. The pair met in Mexico and married before settling in Christine's hometown.
A couple weeks ago, I had a guy pull over and scream some really nasty things at me when I was brushing snow off my car. So from that point on, I kind of said to Garrett I was really worried about the flags and everything being up. And then after this happening, pretty upset. I loved this town, and I'm really disappointed.
The couple believes the Stars and Stripes made them a target of Canadian anger at President Donald Trump.
I understand the tension and the drama, but we've been here for 4 years. Yeah. Flew the flag for 2 years.
And now our...
Do you really understand the tension and the anger? You've been there for 4 years. You know who's also been in America for many years. Lots of immigrants who are now facing hell on earth. Those immigrants have also been in America for so many years, and all they've gotten is insults and being degraded, being sent to, what's the name, Alcatraz, Alcatraz, whatever that Gestapo prison is. Like that is what's happening. So for most Americans, they cannot comprehend that, the way you treat people is the way you're going to get treated sometimes. Like it is, every action has an equal opposite reaction. So you treat people like crap. Don't be surprised if they start treating you like crap also. But let's continue.
CMP say the case is one of mischief. Mounties are seeking a person of interest who is seen nearby, a man with a black sweater and gray sweatpants.
We're alive to the fact that there's certainly some tension when it comes to U.S.-Canadian relations. We aren't able to speculate at this time what the motivation is, not having been able to locate or speak to a suspect. We have to prove the motivation, that it was motivated by hate or bias.
RCMP say no other incidents similar to this have occurred. In Calgary, graffiti on Centre Street Bridge declared there is no enemy like a friend betrayed. Meantime, one travel agent says she's seen a dip of 25% in business in the last year, with fewer people seeking out American hotspots.
Nobody wants to go to the States. There are a few people with maybe unlimited resources that it doesn't really bother, but I believe that it's not even just because of the dollars, as people do not want to support.
While this group of friends from Toronto are off to Las Vegas, and maybe for the last time.
Some we had booked before, so we're going through with it, but probably our last U.S. trip for a while.
Tyson Fedor, CTV News.
It will take years and years for America to go back to the way it was just a couple of months ago. Like America still had some kind of respect from the rest of the world, but now it will take years. Once this administration leaves, it will take years and years to repair all the damage done. And it's quite sad because America is a great place. I've been in America for many decades. I love America so much. It's just like the electoral system. Some people, the electoral system is really weird. That a minority of people can decide what majority does, and that's where all the issue comes in. Not all Americans are MAGA. MAGA is limited to just a minority of Americans, and based on electoral system, that's what makes it possible for them to get all the power and spread their venom to the rest of the world. But let me just leave it at that. I've already rambled enough. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and of course, share this on all the networks. I'll see you.
Oh my goodness, all the networks! Wow! All the networks!